going on, family? You're tuned in to Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Hey, man, James is out. It's his birthday. James on the cruise ship. James getting drunk. He already sent me a picture, said, don't bother me. I'm drinking. So shout out to James and happy birthday to our brother, which will be May 5th. So shout out to him. But join the virtual studio with our official sponsor from Kaufman and Lynn, whenyouneedus.com, 407-500-JEFF, 407-500-JEFF. What's up? You can't hear me? Jeff just dropped off, yo. Well, I guess I'm going to talk to myself.
I got you. I'm back.
Okay, cool. You good?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird, man. These nice mics are.
We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going because I gotta finish, man. Whenyouneedus.com, winning for the people of Orlando for 20 years, 407-500 Jeff, slip and fall, accident, kicking the ass, call Jeff, man. Jeff, did you do some comedy, man, this weekend? Do some comedy?
Man, I got back from Baltimore. I did last weekend. I worked with Jim Florentine outside a casino in it's called Rocky Gap. You know, we crushed it. It was fun, man. I had a good time, man. Jim was a professional. It was kind of funny. He said to me before we started, he goes, what are you going to do, about 35? I said, yeah, tell me how much. He goes, well, any minutes you do, I don't have to. And I still get paid the same. And I didn't realize I was on the stage and I walked off because he didn't care. He let me. I walked off the stage. I had started at 8. It was 9 o'clock when I walked off. I was like, I am in trouble. I was absolutely positive Jim would be mad at me. But he goes, man, I don't care. You did a whole hour. I mean, I only had to do 45. I was good. And the room said they weren't used to seeing 2 headliners work the same night. I was like, all right, cool. And they were happy. They were going, the best show we've seen here ever. I was like, all right.
Why though? Why would you want to do an hour, bro?
I didn't mean to. I thought he was going to light me, man. And I got to my part. He didn't light me. I'm like, all right, just light me when you want to. And I'll tell you what, the room was so good. When you were, I've heard that excuse when somebody said it, the room was so good. And it's normally by somebody who wasn't doing a good job. But you know what I mean? I ain't saying anything. Oh, the room was so hot. I had to do it. This room was nuts, man. They were on it. I mean, when I say the level was like higher than I've ever seen it. And I was like, all right, they're happy. They're happy. They're happy. I ended, standing ovation for the opener. I was like, all right. I walked over and at the end of the show, the guy who ran the casino said, man, you two can come whenever you want. This is the best we've ever had it. And I was like, all right.
Nice.
I was feeling really good about that. And then I went to the oral game after that. Had a good time there in Baltimore. Baltimore is colorful, man. Baltimore ain't the Baltimore it used to be. A little more dangerous than it used to be. A little more dangerous.
Baltimore was dangerous when I was stationed up here, man. I rarely went to Baltimore. I had my partner, because when you work in White House Comm, you can live anywhere. So some people lived in Baltimore, some people lived in Maryland. I never drove past Maryland. If I was going into Maryland, I was going to get soul food. I wasn't going up there for nothing else, bro.
It's got great food. Great food.
Yeah,
I went to Jimmy's. Jimmy's. I got some crab cakes. I was happy. But I want you to know something. A lot of sketchy people walking around, even in the tourist area. I mean, when I say the tourist, by the inner harbor where all the boats are and everything.
Yeah.
Sketch Central. Every other person's looking at you like he wants to rob you. I was like, man, no, I ain't going there no more.
Man. Yeah, man. You're unique with it because I'm telling you, man, as the feature, 25, I'm done. I don't care what the hell tell me. Hey, I'm doing 25, max 30. Like I've known some now. If the headliner's late, I'll go long. But if you there, dog, you getting 25, 30 minutes from me, especially with what I've gotten paid. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I was there a day and a half, and I love that casino. It was beautiful. It was the middle of the forest on the lake.
Yeah, the middle of the forest. Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. But I mean, I was bored. I was there a day and a half because I got there the day early. So I was walking around. I did some writing, but I couldn't wait to get on that stage. I was so bored. And
what airport you flying to?
I flew into Baltimore
BWI?
because I had to fly out of Baltimore because I was leaving the next morning because I wanted to get back for the Magic game. And yeah, let's not talk about that. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, the biggest
So,
self-destruct ever in the
well,
history.
it's a repeat. They did the same thing with Detroit back in 08.
Okay, I'm gonna say
They
this.
were up 3-1. They were up 3-1. Same and you look at it, it was the same exact 3-1. And this was Tracy McGrady when Tracy McGrady was like, it's so good to be in the second round.
Well, it
And
was a big difference because Tracy back then had nobody else, and Tracy carried that team. I mean, we have some good players on this team. We have 2 all-stars who were on the court, a third one who was off, but you had 2 all-stars on that court, and there is no excuse why you scored 19 points in 2 quarters. That was the worst playoff half in history of the NBA. Not just like in like the last, you know, when they go, they haven't been this bad for 5 years. We're talking history of the NBA. Oof.
yeah.
Ooh, that was painful.
I'm looking it up because I know and it's funny because it was the same exact team. That's what makes it so crazy.
Yes. And Mike Bianchi, I'll tell you what, Mike Bianchi, that name sounds familiar to it. That's because he's been the sports writer for the Orlando Sentinel forever. Yeah. And Mike Bianchi's a friend of mine, but you did this, dude. You know why? Because the minute we were up 3-1, and the next day he doesn't go, hey, congratulations. He goes, the Tracy McGrady curse. I'm like, they don't curse. We lost the game 20 years ago. It wasn't like we lost the same game 50 times. It's not the curse of the Bambino.
Yeah. It was 2003. 2000.
Yes. And Mike Bianchi brought that on. Mike goes, whose fault do you think it is? Yours. I'll tell you. Mike brings up a curse that didn't exist till he brought it up. It's like walking outside. He goes, oh, you think it's going to rain? It's going to rain now.
Yeah. For me, I think in this playoffs, now I understand Detroit was 1 and the Magic were 8. But in this playoffs, I think the biggest upset so far in this playoff is 76ers beating Boston.
76ers are a good team, though. 76ers
I think
are
them
better
beating
than they
Boston.
think.
I think them beating Boston and winning in the Garden to win the series, to me, because I was checking the playoffs out because I was on the road and I'm looking up games. I say, wait, this say 4-3 Philly.
Yeah.
I had to go look and research. It's like, this can't be real. Yeah, that might be for me the biggest knockout of the playoffs for me this year. I get Detroit, Orlando, 1-8, but Boston was supposed to win that series hands down.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough for me. I went to the game where we crushed them, and I was like, wow, that was nice. It was good, but I was going, okay, 3 games, that's a lot of games, but
yeah, I
just didn't have a great feeling, man. And I didn't go to the last 3 games. I didn't go to the last 2 home games for some reason. I mean, the last home game. I was supposed to go, and I said, you know what? I'm not feeling great. And then it was the halftime, and I could have went, because I live right down there. I could have walked. I go, you know what? Let me just sit here. And I watched it, and I go, 11 points? We scored 11 points in 1 quarter? That's less than 1 point for every minute. Yeah. I said, well, we got to be better than that. And then we beat it in the 4th quarter with 8 points. And I was, let's just say this. There's a guy out there, and Jason, you know who you are. Jason's from the Orlando Magic. He calls me all the time asking me to buy season tickets. I mean, he calls me, and you know what? He almost had me worn down. But just so you know, Jason, if I would have bought those season tickets and I'd been in there and watched that feat, it would have been a justifiable homicide if I killed you. I'm just saying.
Hey, did you see the Knicks Hawks score?
Woo! Jeez.
Man, at one point it was 77-27.
Wow. That's bad.
It was 77 to like, hey man, I will say this, man, looking at the bracket, the East they beat each other up in the first round.
Yeah.
Because Philly went 4-3, Knicks went 4-2, Detroit 4-3, Cleveland won 4-3. Then you go to the West and it was like 4-1. For the Spurs, Minnesota 4-2. Lakers 4-2. Yeah, Denver got beat by Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
and OKC swept through Phoenix.
And you
It
realize,
wasn't even close.
did they fire Doc Rivers off that team like a month ago or
Yeah,
something?
Doc got fired. Doc just got fired. Yeah, I think he was Milwaukee's coach. Yeah,
Yes.
he just got fired.
Yeah.
Orlando coach got fired this morning.
Oof. Yeah, they
Yeah, he
put a
got
thing
fired.
out there. Mike Bianchi was like, I don't know if he should have been fired. I don't know what caused that issue. And I made sure to post something. I said, you did it, Mike. Stop it. You the reason. You the
Yeah,
curse.
man.
Okay. In fact, I don't think you should. I don't think you should go to a game till we win a playoff series again.
Yeah.
You did this to us, man.
Yeah, my cousin, she lives in Detroit, and she messaged me. She was like, "Hey, on my daddy's side, they call me Kente." And she's like, "Kente, I'm so sorry for your loss." I said, "I'm not a Magic fan. I just live here." And I said, "You ain't even a Detroit fan. You from North Carolina. You just live in Detroit." So, act like you're a fan. Yeah. But she said,
trust me,
they were partying in Detroit.
She wouldn't be a fan.
Yeah, they were partying in Detroit. She said they were wilding
man.
out because they just knew they was going home. And
comeback is a comeback. It's a nice comeback. Detroit should be proud that they did that. But God bless, but I'm getting over that. I'm getting over it.
So how's the football team doing?
Pirates, we're 3-2. We got our next game is Saturday, and we're gonna have a good time, man. Those Pirates games are fun, man. Miguel keeps threatening me. When he finally gets off, whatever he's doing right now, to get on the show, he'll go to me, "Hey Jeff, save a ticket, man." I go, "Okay," and then he won't text me that he ain't coming.
Yeah.
But those games are great though. We take about 25 people with us, so it's amazing, man. I love that, and I love inside football because the scores are like 71.
Yeah. Arena football is wild, bro. Arena football is wild.
And that's our team, man. That is our team, and it's not like I don't want to bust on the new USFL. What do they call that?
I think you might be right.
Yeah. I don't want to bust on them, but here's the thing: there are 6 teams, and they're owned by billionaires. Okay, every team they're stupid rich money, so they don't care if it folds. If it folds, they'll just create another one. The Arena Football League, they're owned by like these small guys. It is minor league on the ugliest level. The players, and here's the problem with the Pirates, for example, their players get bought out every week. Somebody steals a player of theirs. They go to Canada, they go to the USFL. Their best players get poached. So you need probably a team of average players who can't go anywhere else. So they'll be there next week.
I've never heard you get, unless you're getting traded, but I ain't never heard you can just take somebody from the team during the season.
It's happened. We lost 3 of our best players. Every week we've lost 1. The player of the week. Oh, he's gone. Oh yeah, the best return team guy we got. Oh, he's going to Canada. And the good thing about it is the guy who owns the team is a guy named Jawad. And Jawad is a really nice guy. And Jawad goes, "I'm happy that these guys are able to use me to go to get their dream, to get closer to the NFL." And that's a quality guy who says something like that. So I like it, even though I hate losing good players.
Yeah. So I had to look it up. It actually is called indoor, not arena, but indoor.
Yeah,
football.
indoor. The Indoor Football League, the IFL. Yeah.
That's nice, man. Yeah,
the weird thing is the Predators, then again, I got to be straight with you. I'm not upset we didn't keep that name.
Hey, I could dig that.
Come on. Some names don't hold like they did 20 years ago.
But I would say this, that logo was gangster.
Yes.
The Predators logo was gangster, but the name, we did the right thing by getting rid of that.
There are certain things that you got to just cut loose. Like you're going, okay, like the Washington Redskins. We held on to that as long as we could.
And I still don't call them the Redskins. I'm never gonna stop. But hey, Jeff, we gotta go. We gotta take a commercial break, man. And we got Miguel. He's sitting in the back, man. I bring him in.
Look at him.
Right. We'll be right back. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chat tonight, guys. Do us a favor. Go out there, like, follow, and subscribe. Shoot us some messages. Shout out to James. It's his birthday. James is out on the cruise ship with his family. He's gonna be gone for a week. He's already sending us drunk pictures, man. So shout out to James. Join the virtual studio with our official sponsor from Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast. www.whenyouneedus.com. 407-500 Jeff. Slip or fall, car accident, kick in the ass. Y'all call my boy, Mr. Jeff the Batman Kaufman. And my brother is here, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. Look like, I think he's at the Sausage Castle right now. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I'm at work right now. With a bunch of puppets and weird stuff around there.
You got a picture of Biden behind you, dude.
No, that's a mask of him. Oh, yeah, that's a mask with eye cutouts. Okay. This right here, this cop puppet. I worked for that puppet one time, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like 5 years ago. I worked for a puppet on stage, and he sold out 2 shows. And that night on Amazon, I was like, maybe. Like, I was like, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, man.
Hold on. I got a beef with both of you two. I really do.
Oh, man.
Okay. I did something that very few white men get the opportunity to do.
And I showed you love, Jeffrey.
I got to interview RZA. I sent you the clip. And you sure you clicked enter?
Let me tell you what happened. I sent a message and hearted the Russians thinking it was yours on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because you had RZA on, and I saw it, and I put the fire emojis in the heart. And then I didn't realize, and then I was like, all right, man, maybe he don't want to respond back to me. And then I realized it was the Russian.
Hold on. This is the evidence right here. I call him and he goes, hey, bro, I'm on another podcast right now. I can call you back in a few. Which means I ain't calling back.
And what was your response? What did you read your response?
For you to call.
Nothing.
My job is wait for you to call.
You called, and then let me show
you. To you saying I can't talk now. I'm like, okay, you go to call me in a few.
And I'll show you when I
when you said to the Russian. How is that helping me?
Because it shows I cared. I just didn't realize the Russian.
Mike Busey. Oh, you didn't get it? I'm sorry about that.
The Russian was bam. This is me and the Russian. See, it's my fire emoji because I was super excited. I was like, he's talking to the RZA.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
6 fire emojis, bro.
Yeah. I was impressed, man. Because at first I saw the RZA and Jeff's in the bottom left corner. And I wasn't sure if you were reacting to something you saw. You know, at first, I was like, oh, Jeff's reacting to something. And then I saw Jeff talking, and I was like, oh, my God, Jeff has the RZA on his show, which was amazing.
I was like, I found out about it a couple days before, and I said, uh-oh, I better be prepared because he has a new movie out called A Spoonful of Chocolate. And I was like, all right, let me figure out. I did some significant research on this dude just to find out what the connection was. And the only thing I had was comic books and management. Because I was thinking to myself, how does this dude manage as many alphas as he does?
Bro, he's the Abbott, bro. Like,
yeah.
When he, in fact, I read the book to his book once, which was really good. One of the things RZA talks about is he told Wu when they were all getting together, because they were all separate MCs and they had loose connections with each other. But he told them, for 5 years, I am going to be the dictator of this operation. And after that 5-year point, then we could open the door for however everybody wants to do it. But they had to agree for 5 years he was going to be the dictator of this operation, because he said, I have a vision for us, and it is for us, not for me, for us. But one of us has to be at the head to get to this vision. He's like, once we get to there, we can all, and they have, to this day, there has never been a more interesting record deal than the record deal of Wu-Tang, because what it was, Jeff, was they all signed under Wu-Tang to one label, and then all 9 of them were allowed independent labels, or allowed to sign to whatever label they wanted as independent artists. So the group Wu-Tang signs under one label, and then everybody else in their contract is allowed to sign to whatever label they wanted to. And that was never heard of before. Yeah, bro. You and RZA would definitely have more interesting conversations together, because there's a lot, especially with your love of comics.
Just so you know, at the end of the conversation, I said to him, I said, listen, I do, I'm a comic book writer. I do Comic-Con every year. I'm in the booth. I see black kids come up dressed as Black Panther and Miles Morales. And the fact is, that's all they got. You got to do something about that. You got to go out and pull a milestone. You got to go create some characters and put it out there because there needs to be more. And I wasn't sure how that would go off.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he goes, yeah. And he called manager. He goes, hey, and this dude sticks his head to the thing. He goes, we gonna make that happen.
Bobby Digital.
Yeah. And afterwards he said to me, he called the office. His buddy called the office, said, listen, I want his information. I want to get in touch with him later. And I would love to be able to help him create a character that would survive.
That's cool, man.
That would be somebody. And I think that'd be something that would go to Image Comics because it's necessary, because it's painful to watch. They always half-ass it. If they have what Marvel and DC does, they go, okay, we have this popular character. Let's change his ethnicity and people will love it. And it never works. It never works because people know the difference, and the people who like the character feel like you took something from him. And then the people go, why can't you create something original for us? Because they don't want to put their best artists and their best writers on it.
Nobody want Amadeus Cho as the Hulk. He could be his own character.
Yeah.
I don't want, let me tell you about that too. I don't want any Hulks that are like a little calmer. No, I don't need a little calm. I need my Hulks wilding out. I need my Hulks just like flipping out. I don't want milder Hulks.
Nope. Yeah. But I would love to be. I can't even imagine what that would be like, working with him on a project.
That'd be so cool, man.
It would be. I saw his movie. I went to the movie.
That's not his fault. Come on now.
No, that's it. No, I saw his movie. I went. He wrote and directed it. Okay, this is his project, and it was tough. It was tough. It was tough because I was sitting here thinking to myself, if you've never done it before, really, do you understand pacing? Do you understand, what are you working towards an ending? Are you doing these things? And it felt like a lot of ideas that didn't really go anywhere. And I mean, you'll get a chance to see it, but I'm a little afraid to have that conversation because I think there was so much possibility in it. Jay had Janet Jackson. I mean, they had Paris Jackson in it. Michael's daughter was in it.
Michael's daughter?
Yeah. And then they had the kid who plays the voice of Miles Morales. And I wasn't sure if he's a leading man or he was the right person for this pick. I think they picked him because he's the voice of Miles Morales, but I don't know.
I think I've seen every movie that RZA has made. And I mean, his movies, I'm always like, hey, RZA, take my money. You produced 36 Chambers. But I'll be honest, Man with the Iron, I think it was Man with the Iron Fist. I watched that movie and I was like, what? It was like a bunch of cutscenes for Woo albums. It wasn't like that hot. Now I know he did I can't remember. He did one with Paul Walker?
He had he did so the movies he's directed were One Spoon of Chocolate, The Man with the Iron Fist, Love Beats Rhymes, and Cutthroat City.
I didn't see Cutthroat City.
But his acting movies are Clean,
American Gangster,
American Gangster, Poker Face, Ghost Dog. But my favorite movie is gonna be Nobody. Nobody's my movie. Hey man, Nobody is my movie, bro.
Bob Odenkirk, man.
Yo, Nobody's my movie.
RZA's cool, man. RZA's an interesting.
I mean, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and he's really deep. I mean, he's a pretty deep guy when you talk to him about stuff, because we were talking about some leadership, we were talking about different issues, and it was a solid dude.
RZA's the 9 planets evolve. Jeff Kaufman. Think about it, Jeff Kaufman. He
was quoting Buddha. I mean, you're sitting there just quoting Buddha on me, and I was just sitting there going, "Wow!" And it was a great conversation, and I would love working for him, with him. But
what's crazy is too, Miguel, you kept this one under wraps because you usually tell us who you interviewing.
Yeah. You're always like, hey, I got the 3rd lead from Toxic Avenger.
Oh, stop.
I'm like, cool. And then now you're like, oh, by the way, fellas, I got Resurrector, the Abbott.
You kept this one under wraps for us, man. How long had you had RZA on the calendar, bro, and they want to tell us?
I've had him on for 2 weeks.
Yeah, look at that.
But
At the end of the day, you're going to be like, hey.
What my problem was is if he doesn't show up,
yeah,
I can't do that to you.
But what about him would make him feel like he wasn't going to show up, Jeff?
I have guys who don't show up all the time, man. No, I normally tell you about a guy that
You
I
already
already
just-
have. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
already interviewed. I don't like God. There's so many guys that I've had that bailed at the last minute, and I've been so upset by it. But then again, I had Jerry Brockheimer who goes, "I only do audio," and I want you to know something. I told the person I was working with, "Sorry, I can't interview him then." And his people got back. What do you mean? What do you mean he canceled us?
Yo,
And
I tell him, hey, man, if you're going to do audio, I'm going to put something up for you. And I'm just going to hire a comic to mouth it.
Miguel's got a puppet. I'll do it.
Hey, we got the police puppet, bro.
I got a police puppet.
Been trying to find a project for that puppet, okay?
Yeah.
There you go, man. That's dope.
He'll
man.
work for Felt. Yeah.
And Jeff, when is that episode's
Saturday.
out?
Saturday.
This Saturday.
But here's the
coming
deal,
up?
my boy Dave's in the hospital.
What's wrong, man? Dave okay?
Dave had, that's my guy, my producer, my videographer, my head of content. I found he went into the hospital last night with heart issues.
Ooh.
And
Snap.
they're putting a stint in tomorrow, man.
Ooh.
And Dave's old school guy. I mean, he talks to me, he goes, I'll ask him what's he doing this weekend. He goes, I got some broad coming over.
Yeah.
I mean, he uses the word broad. I'm like, that's old school kind of stuff. So I told him, I said, when I found out he was in the hospital, I said, you got to stay away from them bad girls, man.
Dave's like, I got this colored broad coming over. I met her at the USO club. Straight
man.
right?
Club, yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be the 9th. So Saturday the 9th. Make sure you check out the Under Oath.
And we have the Pirates too, and maybe Miguel. I know he ain't coming. But
This Saturday I have an event, but no, I have to come to the Pirates game because it's so cool. I heard you guys talk about
is.
last segment, but I think it's so cool, man.
Uh-huh.
Indoor football league here. Was it 50 yards too, right?
yeah, Jacob was actually on the field the last couple games. And what I'm telling you, what they allow me to do, Jawad is like, when I say he's a good dude, he goes, Jeff, I want you in the locker room. I want you part of this team. Now, when you're in the locker room for pregame and being part of that, right? You think you're playing. I'm deluding myself to think I'm part of it. And when they win and you go into the locker room afterwards and they're giving game balls away, I'm like an assistant coach. I'm like, hey.
Just like Cash Patel in there shaking the beer.
Yes. I'm Cash Kaufman in there doing it up.
Hey, man.
Hey, it was funny when everybody was making fun of Cash Patel for that. I was like, hey, listen, man, I make fun of him for 100 things, but there's no way I'm not going to be in that locker room wilding out too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I could be in there and in Oklahoma City's like women's softball league just won an intramurals, and I'm like, we going to the ship. Ah!
Hey, man, with that being said, we got to take a commercial break, man. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, go out, like, follow, and subscribe. We got to say happy birthday to our boy, Mr. James Yan. James is out on the field celebrating his birthday. He's been sending us drunk pictures and pictures of his feet all day today, man. So shout out to him. But we also got to shout out our official sponsor from Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast, www.whenyouneedus.com, 47500 Jeff. Car accident, slip or fall, kicking the ass. Y'all better call Jeff. We went to commercial break. We came back. Jeff had his hand up. Jeff, what's up, man?
Yeah. Here's the thing. During breaks, they don't hear what we do. Nobody hears what we do. And Ken started doing you've got to move it. And here's the problem. What's wrong with our world when all I can think of is Ice Age? All these great songs are now cartoons.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you think of now. You're going, all of it. I'm going, oh, wait. That's from the cartoon. It's not this great song they used to have. They take everything.
That's not Ice Age. That's what? You got to move it.
Madagascar.
Madagascar, yeah.
But I mean, that's so weird. Everything we do now is a cartoon.
I can't wait 20 years from now when WAP is on like the Smurfs.
Hey, man. Well, it's funny you say that. Do you think in 20 years the Smurfs will still be relevant? Because they made a Smurfs movie, and I'm like, why?
I don't know, because I
go.
thought a lot of things from my childhood that wouldn't be relevant. I've seen some things resurge. Some things have just remained relevant. Some things remain relevant, and you don't realize that your idea of it isn't what other people think. Because I think of when I think of Super Mario Brothers, I'm thinking of Mario Luigi throwing some fireballs on a little side scrolling 2D. And I went and saw the Mario movie, or I watched it here at the house one day, and I didn't get any of these references. I'm like, what the penguin?
Nah.
What are penguins doing in this? I was like, there ain't no penguins. There may be a Shy Guy. Like, I didn't know what any of this was. And I realized that's because I believe, in my mind, my thoughts on this subject are what's relevant. But really, it's like Ninja Turtles. Hey, I saw Ninja Turtles have like a cartoon, and I was looking at them, and I was like, those aren't the Ninja Turtles. My Ninja Turtles are from the 80s New York, a scary New York. Because think about that, too.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles from our generation were defending 80s New York. That's a horrible place.
Yeah. You want to talk about bad? Kevin Eastman and Laird created Ninja Turtles, and I'm friends with Kevin. And him and I were talking. He goes, and I said, you were 18 years old when you did that. How tough is it? He goes, dude, we were getting called by the Bank of Cleveland in the middle of the night. We were a bunch of comic book dudes, and the money didn't stop. And I go, yeah, but you got turtle money now. And he goes, what'd you call it? Because that's $500 million.
Yeah.
And he said everybody and their mother came at me for money. He goes,
yeah.
They wanted me to start the comic book museum. So I spent like millions and millions doing this. And I go, okay, well, everyone now buy memberships so you can support the museum. They go, oh, no, we just want you to pay for it. And, I can't imagine what that's like when the most important thing you do in your life is between 18 and 20 years old. And then you're 50 still signing pictures of Ninja Turtles and stuff.
I be texting them all the time. Hey, man, draw April O'Neil. Let one of them nips slip. Come on, dog. Me and Michelangelo are asking.
Yeah. Because the reason I asked it, man, because it had me thinking, because I know they got a Masters of the Universe movie coming out. I'm like, but is it too late?
Yeah, because I don't think any kids, I didn't know kids knew about like He-Man.
You've seen the costume, right? You see they didn't change the costume. It's almost exactly the same. And I think certain costumes don't hold.
Hey, He-Man used to let them bolitas out, bro. Like, you fight Skeletor, and that thing was like a speed bag, just moving all around.
Yeah. I mean, but think about it. I mean, like I love that Marlon Wayans is coming out with a new scary movie. And it's that humor that we thought was funny that supposedly was taken away from us, and he's bringing back. So that's a movie I'm looking forward to.
We bringing about a new Mideast war. We rebooting this year.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the humor ever left. I don't. I think if you went to see Marlon Wayans, you would get white chicks comedy.
Yeah, but name the last Marlon Wayans movie. I mean, name that last comedy he did.
I mean, you have to go. You got to go look for it. It's not like it was in the 90s and early 2000s where every couple months you were getting a spoof movie like that. You got to kind of go look for it.
This is something I want to say about that. I recently, because of SNL, I saw a new podcast, the one with the kids, the Snack Homies, I think it's called, or the Snack Boy, the Maryland Snack Homies or something. No, Snack Homies is what SNL calls it. I think it's the Snack Boys. Anyway, it's a podcast with a bunch of like 13-year-old boys just talking about snacks. And they're just reviewing snacks. And they've had like special guests on. They had like Lil Yachty on once for no reason. But listening to these little kids clown each other, I realized I don't understand the vernacular, but I 100% understand the vibe. I know when they call him to do zesty, all right. Hey, he was fruity in my day, but he's zesty now. It's just a different flavor. And when they clown it, so I think some parts of society have tried to tell us that we don't find this stuff funny anymore, but the people know it's funny.
Yeah.
The people know it's funny.
They do. And like I said, you just got to go look for it. And yeah, because my daughters will say something and I'm like, I don't what? And then they explain to me what it is. I'm like, oh, that means this when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just taking what I said as a kid and you're saying it but they're more cool. They're like, yo, man, that's Riz. You know, like, oh, so that means this.
I'll tell you the weirdest one. You guys know what goon means now?
No.
Goon means to beat off. I didn't know that.
Oh, stop.
100%, guys. Hey, Google it when you're not at work. They'll say goonery, all this stuff. And I didn't know, man. And my homeboys kids.
Goon off?
I don't know if what they're allowed to do now.
Yeah.
I just know this, man. They heard that we go by them goon rules and the kids were dying in the car. And I was like, what y'all laughing at? And they're like, Wayne said goon. I said, yeah, man. I said, Wayne was a goon. They were like, he was a what? And they're all dying laughing. And then I'm starting to get mad because I'm not in on the joke. And I start getting all old unk on them. And they were like, Unk, were you a goon? I said, everybody shut the hell up till I figure out these words.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one today. I had to call out and go in late because one of my caps came off, bro, and I had to go to the dentist this morning. And I'm
military dentist.
No, this is the new ones. These are the new ones.
All right.
Hey,
I see this. I'm still missing a tooth from a military dentist.
I'm texting my supervisor, and something was going on with somebody else at work. He said, "Man, I can't stand this dude. He a goofy." And I was like, what? He said, yeah, he a goofy, which means like goofy for them is like what nerd or dweeb for us.
It's so hard to
like,
keep
what?
up.
It really is how he a goofy, bro.
Yeah, he a goofy goon.
Yeah, I look some up. I like when I watch videos like, yo, he about to crash out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they can't use a sentence anymore because they're so used to emojis. That's the problem.
Like when Miguel, you do have a good set, I'll be like, yo, Bree, you ate that.
Ate him.
You ate
him, son.
Yo.
And I got one. I got one I picked up from the kids. No kids are listening right now, but I do like cooked.
Yo, Cook was next, yo.
He's cooked.
Yo, bro, I love it, B. Yeah, this new slang, wow. But the thing about the new slang is they're not excited with the slang like us. My dog like, yo, B, he a goofy.
He a goofy.
Yeah, it's
deadpan. We'll be like, yo, for us, we'll be like, yo, son, you mad goofy, son, y'all mean?
Like Will Mills solidifies how we used to do slang. Is angry. Yo, B, you goofy.
Yo.
Like, I'm mad at the fact that you goofy. Now I got a goon.
Yo, even you take it back, we have mad ways to greet each other. We'll be like, what up, homie?
Yeah.
What up, yo? What up, son? What up, B? What
yeah,
up, God?
Yep.
Like we had so many ways to say.
And it was loud too. We introduced you when we saw you. Hey, it was And now you walk up, hey man.
Dog, even to this day, if I walk in the improv and I see y'all, oh, what up, McGat? Like these kids were like, hi, Ken. Like,
they had too many school shooters made them timid.
Yeah,
you know.
So we'd be happy to man. Let me tell you something. I was at Will Mills show. I ain't seen Jersey in forever. This dude Jersey came over, bear hugged me, picked me up, and kissed me on the cheek.
Yeah,
on some mafia stuff. like yo, I ain't seen you in a minute. Now the show going on. We in the showroom talking like it ain't a show on stage. You know what I'm saying? But these kids, and if you're a kid, which you're not listening, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, they're cool.
If you're a kid and you're listening, these guys don't know how to work the radio in their car.
Yeah,
who are you kidding?
Yeah. If you're a kid,
They cool. They cool kids. We just not cool. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We survived long enough that we ain't got to be cool anymore. I got good credit.
Yeah,
and I got good
but we weren't sensitive. That's the thing. We weren't sensitive. We got used to doing the dozens with each other. We made fun of each other. That was part of the fun. When you meet somebody, your friends, you would bust on them. You just kill them. And now you got to be worried. You got to kind of worry about their feelings.
Now,
I'm gonna tell you feelings.
That's the thing, though. They make fun of each other. They do. They won't let you make fun of anybody else. How we walk in and we roast everybody. My daughter, bro, when I do the Asian voice, she be so like, Dad, that's so inappropriate. I'm like, it's not.
Let me tell you, God forbid you were in a wheelchair and your shoes were scuffed up. I was like, he's walking at night. He's walking around at night.
Yo, I'm telling you, So they still roast each other they don't like for you to roast everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, when we except for us, we want you to roast everybody. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. But the new kids is like, hey, that's mean. I'm like, whatever, yo. That's mean.
I got a text right now. The footballs for the games?
Yeah.
Our logo is on the balls.
That's cool.
So what's happening is they had to order, the Pirates came in real quick. So that they are actually having a season is amazing because they put this together in like 2-3 months. So they had to change everything and they didn't have enough time to change the balls yet. So they're still using the balls from like last season. So the new balls come in and it has like our logo on the ball and they're bringing a couple of those by tomorrow. And I'm like,
cool, Jeff.
I'm like, ooh. And
Jeff, make sure you post pictures so we can all see your balls.
Yeah,
got him.
You zesty.
Hey, don't be hating. Don't be hating.
7 on them. Hey man, we gotta get him out of here, man. Hey man, don't forget this Saturday, man. You get to hear Jeff interview the RZA. Make sure Jeff tell them where they can listen to that, brother.
They can listen to everywhere, 104.1, 101, 96.9 The Game. If you're in Cocoa, we're there. Also, you can go online, find me at underoath.com, Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on YouTube. It's everywhere.
Nice. Man, you got any comedy this weekend?
No, unless Miguel's got a bit for Friday.
I do not Friday, man. No, Friday I've got an event over here at the castle. And then Saturday, I'm going to be sleeping because it's a long one. And then Sunday, I'm going to be brunching it.
Ooh, I love brunch. Man.
Look at him doing brunch.
My wife in the room next door. Don't y'all ever tell my wife how much I love brunch. I be acting like I can't stand it. I was up in there the other day drinking an espresso martini, son. I love brunch, son. 6-7.
So what do you got this weekend?
Hey, man. Hey, Friday, Deltona. I'll be at Bonkers Deltona this Friday. Listen to me. I ain't got no free tickets. They $8. You can buy an $8 ticket to come see me, guys. It's no free ticket.
Is this the center?
The center, yeah. Come see the kids.
Nice.
$8. If you get them on Friday, they $15. So come see the kid, man. But we got to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'm Ken Miller. That is Miguel Colon Jr. And that's Jeff Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and the Under Oath Podcast. www.whenyouneedus.com 407-500. Jeff, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.